You're watching this week's show with Dan and Mike.
This week's show.
What's up?
We are pre-festival again.
We are pre-excitement.
Yeah.
It's the calm before the storm.
The excitement tends to kick in the pack, and once you finish work the day before.
Yeah.
Because we both work right up until the day before we go.
Saying that, I've pretty much not unpacked since the last time I had to pack, so it's just food and a few different garments.
Yeah, I just need to put my actual room into my mobile room, and then I'm all good. But yeah, no, I've got, as always, because I like to do this for Bloodstock, I've got a Bloodstock specially bought t-shirt.
So have I.
So we're going to go with some interesting merch this year. And Bloodstock's always an interesting one because for something that aesthetically is so aggressive, so double denim, so elite metalhead.
Definitely elite metalhead.
Yeah.
But I think it's got moved slightly away from the double denim. It's because, for instance, Peng Shui are playing.
Well, it's
which is grime.
I also think that me wearing white shorts and a pink t-shirt a couple of years back, that probably helped as well.
But this year, it's very varied considering it's sold out before Easter.
I mean, we find ourselves in a tough position because we can't do our normal, sort of make sure you get your tickets, there are none left.
No, but make sure you pack a water bottle because it's going to be warm, but not as hot as our last festival.
What you mean, hell?
2,000 trees in, in the
set in hell. Personal invitation from Satan himself to attend that festival.
Well, as we record, I looked at the weather just now and it's overcast and warm until Sunday, and then it's going to shoot up.
Perfect.
So we'll have a hot drive home.
Love that.
Yeah.
The other really strange thing is, for once, we are actually kind of in agreement on all three headliners. Not necessarily because you like Machine Head more than I do.
I do like Machine Head. I was listening to them this afternoon.
I like Trivium more than you do, but it's not by much. And then we're both kind of similar on Gojira, where Gojira was one of our original interviews that we started the YouTube channel with.
Yeah.
but weren't allowed to film. So I think I took 1,000 pictures in very slightly different angles.
Yeah, it might be worth redoing that with cat cup or something. It'd look probably better than just photo. We could morph them into each other so it looked like we're having a conversation.
I'm not sure because I'm not the best photographer, which is why we do interviews and podcasting rather than me being a photographer.
You don't need to be a good photographer to use something like cat cup because it'll put all the effects on it and stuff.
I mean, you have such faith in it, but I know how shit those photos are. So we got Gojira, which we're also, because we're going to stay till Monday, not do an overnight drive home because I just lose days afterwards and I need to go back to work to earn some money. Like most people attending the festival, to be fair.
But the rest of the lineup is like Static X after Machine Head.
That's going to be sick.
Static X are doing the deadline what's it?
Deadline slot.
Yeah, it is Deadline.
Yeah, they're the deadliners.
They're headlining the second stage, but it's after the main stage is finished.
I am probably going to look at the crowd and panic and run away because the second stage is tented.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to try. I might even risk missing the last tune of Machine Head to go into make sure I can get into the tent for Static X because they're a college band for me.
But with Machine Head, I mean, if they still do what they used to, there's got to be somewhere on site that he can do a 2-hour warm-up playing the entire set.
Yeah, in the dressing room.
And then back down again afterwards.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
For those that don't know, we've watched it in real life happening.
We've all heard it at least.
And that's maybe 30 seconds of watching it as we walk past it. But Rob Flynn makes whoever's performing with him at Machine Head at the time, because this was previous lineup that we saw it, but they do their entire set through to warm up. He then performs it, and then he'll do the entire set through afterwards to warm back down.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only person I know, famous that is, that used to warm up that much and warm back down and would completely ignore the party until he warmed back down.
Adele?
No, but kind of as high at points.
Charlotte Church?
Definitely not. But they did also do a cover of Adele. It's Linkin Park. Chester was so structured towards the end of his career that he would warm up for 45 minutes, and there's, because it's Linkin Park and they filmed everything, you can hear him whilst Shinoda's talking to the camera, warming up in the background, and he had a very interesting set of warm-ups to get those comfortable high notes.
Yeah, compared to Rob Flynn, who doesn't have the falsetto.
Rob Flynn doesn't have the falsetto, and very different screaming techniques between the two lads as well.
Yes.
So I love that level of dedication though, because I've watched Machine Head do a full set and it was brilliant. I watched Linkin Park with Chester do at least 2 or 3 full sets that I think I managed to get before Chester passed. And I watched him do Hybrid Theory start to finish before doing his later career stuff, which was often higher and more intensive on the vocal cords. And he rarely misses his mark. Occasionally a low note was a bit flat, but for the most part, for the amount that you're trying to ask your voice to do on a headline set, he was dedicated for the right reason.
Well, it's, like an opera singer. They
exactly
warm proper up and go through all the scales and octaves and all that jazz.
Yeah, I imagine also, I don't think this is going to happen, but I love it because of his love for Machine Head and Rob Flynn, that I'm just going to turn to my side that doesn't have you on it at the Machine Head gig, and Matt Heafy's just going to be stood in the crowd.
Oh, what, just staying over the night?
Staying over just so he can be part of the crowd. Because the funny thing is based on everything that he talks about online, if he wasn't so easily recognisable, then he would do that. Because Matt Heafy is a fan first and a band member second, is the way he puts it.
Yeah, but that's everyone at Bloodstock. As it says on the tagline, for the fans, by the fans.
And if you get artists like that, even better. I just hope that Corey doesn't get electrocuted at this one.
Well, it is going to be dry, so dryish.
Dryish.
Yeah, but there's some of the sets that are planned. It's like Ministry are playing, and Alka Johnson has said he's looking at retirement soon, so this could be the last time they play in the UK, which is pretty special. Mastodon are playing with their new, slightly updated lineup. So, there's... and then you've got all the new Blood stage bands.
Metal to the Masses stuff.
Yeah, which is future headliners, because Bloodstock support all the way through. If you get a good crowd reaction and, a lot of love and online and all that kind of stuff.
We helped organise them over 10 years ago.
We did some Metal to the Masses and stuff and judging and all that. But some of those bands from back then are now quite high up on bills.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
You never know who you're going to see.
No.
We also, we realised, or I say we, Mike realised, that we can't do what we do for download post Bloodstock.
Not really, no.
Because they announce 25 bands on site, including headliners.
Yes, so next year is the 25th anniversary.
Hence 25 being released.
So
Love
they're doing
25
bands announced, all the headliners for all the stages, except for the Metal to the Masses stage.
Can't do that one.
So we're talking 7 headliners, because they have a Thursday night headliner.
Yep.
Plus a bunch of supports and things like that. And it's all getting announced on the screen by the stage just before Trivium.
Which
on Friday
is always a gas to watch, but it means we've got to do our predictions before.
Yeah. Well, if you go over to our radio show, there was an exclusive interview with Adam Gregory, who's one of the directors, and I asked him directly, it's like, I know you can't tell me who's playing next year, but is it going to be new headliners that haven't headlined the festival, or is it going to be returning headliners? Because all the headliners this year are returning headliners.
True.
And he said there's new headliners coming in. So a follow-up to that is like, are there going to be British headliners? Because this year there isn't. Last year we had Architects, who were British headliner put over.
It apart.
Yeah. So amazing. And he did say yes. So prediction-wise, what kind of UK bands are big enough to be able to headline Bloodstock?
Well, before we started, I called one, which you agree with, and you called another.
I called another, yeah.
So I'm going to say Bullet for My Valentine.
They've headlined Trees. They've headlined the second stage at Download. They've been main support a few times on the main stage at Download, so that's a good call.
And Bloodstock has changed a lot from when Bullet would have first known about it, to be a lot more accepting of that metalcore sound as well.
And they shift tickets on their arena tour.
They do. So that's my call that he agrees with, but I also agree with your call.
Skindred, it's the people's headliner.
I mean, what a gas that would be to have Skindred do a Newport helicopter at Bloodstock.
Yeah.
Like, that would just be amazing. And if you don't know this about Skindred already, nothing is out of consideration for them. If they get approached by...
They've played before.
Yeah, they've played there before, but if they get approached by somewhere, they will consider it, whether it's big, small, medium, and often, didn't Benji say in that Teddy Rocks interview we had years ago, that sometimes because a fan has said in like a backwater place of nowhere, could you come and play here?
Yeah.
They put in together an entire low capacity tour. We call it the toilet circuit.
It's the C circuit.
Low capacity tour, because they wanted to be able to do what the fan asked and get to that small location.
Yeah.
And that inspired them to do an entire tour of small locations.
Well, they're doing it again in the autumn. They're so much so that they're playing in Torquay in Devon, which is where we're from, and
we love.
It's only a 1,200 cap venue where Skindred, they could quite easily do just arena tours by themselves and do 2 of those a year. Well, but they don't. They go out and they'll play like Clacton on Sea and all these like little out of the reach places.
Almost village hall style.
Not quite, but places
Almost.
that have venues. But they go to the fans instead of making the fans come to them. Because if you're in an arena, then where we are in the arse end of the country, down in the West Country, our closest arenas are either Cardiff or Bournemouth. And
or
that's
useful ones. We do have one in our hometown, it's just never used.
It's a cowshed at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, that means you have to travel hour and a half minimum to go to an arena show, which then costs... The tickets are extraordinary high for arenas, and then you've got petrol on top or fuel on top, and sometimes accommodation because you don't want to drive back because you're having drinks or whatever, so it racks up. It's more of an event for an arena.
Yeah.
So if these bigger bands go out to the smaller venues, you're going to see them more intimate. You'll be able to get up close and get Benji's sweat on you and crowd surf, and he can push you back into the pit kind of thing. That wouldn't happen in an arena.
No.
So there's those balances, isn't there? It's like they're probably doing the same number because they're doing a 3-week tour type thing. It goes for a fair few acts, but if they did an arena, they'd probably only do 4 dates in the UK and have around the same amount of ticket numbers compared to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Which would you rather do? It's like...
And Andy Coppin, if they sell out a C tour, then clearly that means that they need to headline Download in a couple of years' time, because they're selling out tours.
Oh, for sure.
They're selling out tours, and if they're getting the same amount of tickets as one Wembley show across a toilet tour, that counts. I'm saying it counts. I really want to see them headline
Who
Download.
else do you think could get announced? Because,
Well, it won't be Parkway, because they've done
I think,
Bloodstock
and we've
before.
already said Parkway are going to headline Download.
I think that's where the trajectory. We have to also ignore things like Bring Me, who have headlined Download. They're not going to be able to headline Bloodstock.
No. I think their next step up is their own stadium shows.
Yeah.
They're headlining Reading, which is like 4 times the size of Bloodstock.
It's a wild card because it would be one of the first times they've come over for a festival in a while. Five Finger?
Yeah.
That could be
a good shout.
Yeah.
Five Finger. I think someone like Watain or Anthrax for the second stage.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because obviously Bloodstock pull these... They have little bits of everything. So there is thrash, there is like grindcore, there's like... I think Napalm Death would be good on one of the stages perhaps next year.
Could we see Mega Dave headlining Bloodstock?
I don't know, they've done it like 3 times.
But
It's
to balance Skindred coming in for the first time as a headliner, because we call the metal elitists that still wear the double denim the old guard. We can't survive without the old guard. Bloodstock is one of the few festivals that does put bands in place to balance what new people and new interests want against what the old, hence Watain and Emperor and things like that. So I could see them bringing back a classic rather than going 3 new. And Megadave is a hell of a classic to put up there.
But in that case, I will sandwich in, why not Pantera?
Could happen. It could be right for them as well. It's
Phil's
a good
played
crowd.
it with Down when Down
And it
headlined.
were they headliner?
Yeah, Down headlined, didn't they?
Yeah. I remember
15 or 16, something like that.
we were marvelling at the fact that he doesn't need to say anything when he comes out on stage.
Yeah.
He just does the Phil face,
Phil face, point the microphone, and
get everybody to quieten down until you're ready to talk.
because that'd be a big draw for a 25th anniversary. Someone like that.
I would have said a few years ago, and I'm not sure if they would be able to pull in a headline crowd, but they could do main support. Weirdly, I'm only thinking of British, but Bury Tomorrow, that would be...
Yeah, that's a good call. They've
But I
played the
don't-
main stage before, haven't they?
Yeah, I don't think they could headline yet at the
No.
main stage, but they could do main support, and that would be
That'd be good.
pretty right for them.
Right before Bullet or Skin Dread or Five Finger or... What about Within Temptation?
They've headlined years and years ago.
Yeah.
Same with Nightwish. It's been a minute since we've had them.
Also, Saxon, because I'm pretty sure if I
Saxon's a good
remember rightly, Saxon played the first Bloodstock, the indoor one.
And they're going to bring somebody classic back for the 25th anniversary.
Yeah, I'd imagine there's going to be someone from that original lineup that are still going.
Because we've seen... Oh, what was the one that we tried to film? King Diamond. And the lights were the wrong way round, so the lights were all on the crowd and you could barely see the band, and we tried filming it, but we could never see anything on stage.
But then Dragon Force...
Headline? Or just on the billing?
Because there's only 7 headline slots, and they're announcing
we've filled
25.
it twice over
yeah,
already.
they're announcing 25.
Yeah, no, I could see them Dragon Force headlining the second stage or main support. I'm not sure they've got the pool for headlining the main stage.
Oh, no, these are just other acts. I think we've got our headliners locked in with...
Yeah, Adam Gregory, clearly we were right, and if we weren't, then you need to change your announcement before Friday, because we need Skindred.
If you listen to our show, which you can find on Mixcloud at the moment, it's the number one on the top of our list of tunes, of shows, because it's the newest.
Yeah.
If you listen to it all, we get him to do his positive mental attitude track of the week.
We do.
And without any hesitation, when I asked him, because like some people you ask and they go, oh, what gets me out of a funk? Oh, what can I put? What do I put on that lifts my spirits? And without missing a heartbeat, he goes, my PMA track of the week is Skin Dread, Give Me That Boom. And then he rattled off why and how. It's just like,
See, I have a feel-good track from Skindred. It's not Give Me That Boom. I cannot listen to Kill the Power without dancing by the end of it.
Okay.
Because it's just got that timing and that rise and fall where you just want to start moving, you want to start doing something.
You want to start killing the power.
Yeah, I do want to kill the power. I'm very much in agreement with that. I think...
And obviously there's going to be sort of bands like, I know they played last year, I think, like Rotting Christ and all those kinds of doomy black metal bands that you can hardly read the logos of. There are some classics there that could be announced as well, I think.
I've got a wildfire suggestion for you because of their sound change over the last 3 albums. Maybe headliner, but I don't think they'll quite get in on that one. But they do have longevity in the scene. But it would be... A lot of people would criticise Bloodstock for it, which I think would either work because it gets it talked about, or it would go against them. But there's enough fans in the UK that they would buy tickets for it. That's asking Alexandria. Because they've gone classic rock more so over the last 3 albums. They're not this dance-based metalcore band that they were back along.
Maybe second stage or main support. I think I'd say Bury Tomorrow over asking.
It depends. Again, it's all down to at the point of booking ticket sales, and
well, they'd have already been booked like
exactly
a few months ago, probably. If they can announce 25 on Friday.
But definitely solid, similar to Bury Tomorrow, where they could go. But if they've got still those numbers, you never know. Could be a main stage headliner, because if they have the numbers, because they're worldwide as well. They sell okayish in America, as far as I remember. Pretty well in Europe still, because Europe just loves American and British bands, like Trivium always does well over there, Bullet does.
Yeah.
If they're getting the ticket sales at the right point of booking, that could secure them that headline slot. But I do wonder if there would be a protest from the old guard where Asking would be left with
I could see
just
them
their
maybe,
own fans.
yeah, maybe doing the second stage.
Because they said the same about Architects when Architects were announced, is that they couldn't understand the booking.
Architects are getting like Radio 1 airplay at
True.
the time. They are very, very popular, whereas Asking, they're very up and downy and yeah.
But if they went with a classic rock set, I could see them winning over some fans at Bloodstock. Because
yeah, maybe
there is, as well as the old guard of metal, there is the classic rock King Diamond style, which is what led me to think that. So yeah, just before we let you go, make sure, because different things go out in different places, that firstly, you like, subscribe and hit the notification bell on this channel. We also have MJRS Plus One for our full interviews, which has everything from Slam Dunk to 2000 Trees and Download on it. We will be uploading in full all of the Bloodstock interviews. And then we're pretty good at posting on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok, stuff that you won't find on our YouTube channel, backstage stuff, silly bits, extra bits. So when you go in and try to do a follow and subscribe to everything, we've got 2 channels on YouTube, and then we've just got the one Mike James Rock Show presence on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok.
yes. Yeah.
So make sure you tune in. The thing that you'll get next as well is a little bit of a blog from Bloodstock as well. We love showing people why we love Bloodstock so much, same as every other festival. And then join us afterwards for our highlight, what we loved about it, what interviews were great, and what silliness happened after the cameras came off. There's been some very strange times at Bloodstock, but fortunately we don't drink as much, so maybe not quite as bad as about 10 years ago.
Or at all.
I mean, you say that. I did, a couple of years ago, have that slow motion run towards the guy in the same t-shirt as me, who I didn't know, and then we spent about 5 minutes hugging each other and telling each other how much we loved each other.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, that's not going to happen this year. Well, it might do because you might have the same shirt, but it won't happen for me because I have unique shirts.
And you don't tend to hug strangers as much as I do.
No, I don't tend to do any kind of physical contact unless it's with the cat.
And on that note, we should release him back to his cat.
Meow.
See you later.